And now, the Hall of Fantasy. Welcome to the Hall of Fantasy. Welcome to the series of radio dramas dedicated to the supernatural, the unusual, and the unknown. Come with me, my friends. We shall descend to the world of the unknown and forbidden, down to the depths where the veil of time is lifted, and the supernatural reigns as king. Come with me and listen to the tale of the Hangman's Rope.
Jim, it came from our right. We better take a look. Yeah. I hope nothing... Arnold! Huh? Look. Hanging from that tree, swinging back and forth. It's a man.
The Hall of Fantasy will present The Hangman's Rope in just a moment. And now for our story, an original tale of fantasy entitled The Hangman's Rope.
There is a legend, you know, a tale about the hangman. For 23 years, the executioner for the crown. Jack Ketch was his name, Governor. Jack Ketch.
I remember we were on our way back from the lake, Jim and Carol and I. And for some reason, we started back to the city later than usual. We hadn't been driving for more than half an hour when one of those sudden spring storms...
Now, where did that come from?
Someone said there might be a storm tonight, but I thought we'd be home before it broke.
We'd better put the wipers on.
We started back too late tonight.
What was it that held us up, Jim?
I don't know. A lot of things. When I finally looked at my watch, I couldn't believe my eyes.
Yeah.
Arnold, look out. There's a man right in front of the car.
You stay here, Carol. Come on, Arnie. We'd better take a look.
Yeah, right. We didn't hit him, did we?
I don't think so.
Now, why would someone be out in the middle of the road on a night like this?
There's a lot of crazy people in this world, Arnie.
He must have been one of them. I'm getting soaked.
Now, he was just about here. I can't understand.
Jim, look.
Where?
There beside the tree.
I don't see anything.
I guess I was wrong. You know, for a minute I thought I saw someone hanging from that tree.
Oh, you must have been mistaken. You know, I can't figure this out, Arnie. That guy was out here on the road, right in front of us. I saw him just as plain as day. But now there's no one around.
Yeah. We'd better get back to the car.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's no sense looking back at that tree, Arnie. There's nothing back there.
I don't know. I thought I saw someone swinging there back and forth with a rope around his neck.
No, you couldn't have. Maybe it was some kind of optical illusion. It could have been a shadow or a branch or anything.
Yeah, that's right. Anything. Well, there's the car.
Oh, you two must like it out there in the rain.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not. All the time that you were out there in the rain, the man you almost hit was talking to me.
What did you say?
You heard me.
Oh, now, sis, wait a minute. I looked back at the car a couple of times. I didn't see anyone talking to you.
Well, I don't know what's wrong with your eyes, then. I asked him if we couldn't give him a lift. And he said, no, he only had a little distance to go.
Carol, honey, this is the truth. We didn't see anyone near this car.
No. Look, I can prove it. He insisted I take this... Oh, that's strange.
What?
He was such an unusual man. Not American. He insisted that I accept a ring from him. Practically forced it on me. I put it in my pocket, and now it's gone. And in its place, there's a funny little piece of rope. Shaped like a hangman's noose.
I knew Carol wasn't lying to us. I asked her if she would let me have the little piece of rope. After I dropped them off at their place, I went home, took it out, and set it on the table. I can't explain it, but there was something about that rope which seemed old. It was made of hemp, the kind of rope you would imagine Jack Ketch might have used 250 years ago when he was the hangman. That night, as I slept, my sleep was troubled. In my dreams, there was a huge black gallows. I saw a man climbing the stairs to his death. He reached the top and stood there. Standing beside him was a black-hooded man. He raised his hand and the trap door sprung open. There was a scream. And then I saw this man swinging back and forth. His face was hidden from me, yet there was something strangely familiar about him. I felt as if I knew him quite well.
We'll return to the tale of the Hangman's Rope in just a moment. Back now to our tale of fantasy entitled The Hangman's Rope.
When I awoke from my dream, I couldn't get back to sleep. For in the black blankness of sleep, I had come into contact with death. As the morning approached, I fell into a nervous sleep. I was awakened. Hello?
Arnie, this is Carol. Could you meet Jim and me for lunch today?
What time?
About 1?
I hope you'll forgive me if I don't sound awake, Carol. I just couldn't sleep last night.
I didn't sleep either, Arnie. I'll see you at 1.
Then I guess I wasn't the only one who missed out on sleep last night, huh?
That's right. I don't know what it was, but I had the craziest dream. When I woke up, I couldn't get back to sleep.
That's what happened to me, too.
What kind of dream was it, Carol?
Well, everything was dark and gloomy. I seemed to be watching an execution, an old-time execution, maybe 200 or 300 years old. A man walked up the steps of the gallows. Another man was there with a black hood over his head. He raised his arm. The trapdoor opened, and
the man swung back and forth, and there was something familiar about him. Isn't that right?
Yes, but how did you know?
Because my dream was the same as yours, sis. Exactly the same.
Jim's and my vacations were due the following week. We decided to spend it up at the lake, where his family had a cottage. Carol said she might be able to join us on the last weekend, but not before that. Jim and I left the following Friday night.
Well, I can certainly use this vacation. And maybe we can catch a few northerns this time, huh?
Maybe. Is your family going to come up here while we're there?
No, Carol will be up the last weekend, that's all.
Mm-hmm. Well, then I guess we'll have the place to ourselves, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, why are you stopping here?
Last Sunday night, this is where we stopped. I'm going to get out and take a look at the side of the road for a minute.
Oh, Arnie, why don't you forget about it?
I just want to check it, that's all. That's the tree, isn't it?
I think so.
On that limb. That's where I saw him hanging.
Oh, just thinking about it makes me nervous. Come on, let's go back to the car.
All right.
Carol said that while we were out of the car, she was talking to the fellow we saw.
If that's the case, I can't understand why we didn't see him, too. You know, Jim, there just wasn't enough time for him to get away from the car without our seeing him. Unless
what?
Unless he was never there.
Oh, but that could... Arnie! Look!
In the car seat. Another little piece of rope. Before I could stop him, Jim threw the little noose out into the darkness. A little piece of rope, an inanimate thing, coiled and twisted, which somehow seemed to be alive. We reached the cottage perhaps half an hour later, and though we were both disturbed by what had happened, still it didn't interfere with our sleep. The next day, we went out fishing early, had little luck, and were on our way back to the cottage when the woman who owned the property next door stopped us.
Good morning, Mr. Stanley.
Oh, good morning, Mrs. Bennett.
Out for the weekend?
Well, for the next 2 weeks. Oh, excuse me, Mrs. Bennett, this is Arnold Slade.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Slade.
Well, thank you. Same here.
You must be that young man that Carol's going to marry.
Yes, that's right.
She'll make you a fine wife, Mr. Slade. Yes. The reason I stopped you, Mr. Stanley, is this.
Mm-hmm.
There's something strange going on out here.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, the constable came by the other day and asked me if I'd seen any strangers here. A couple of people have died over on the other side of the lake. And the constable ain't been able to find out what happened.
How did these people die?
Well, that's what's so strange about it. Both of them were killed by hanging.
Hanging?
That's right. Old Mr. Taylor, who lived about a mile down by the shore, he was one of them, and he couldn't hardly walk. They found him swinging from a tree, but he was several feet off the ground, and nobody can figure out how he got up there.
What the woman had said frightened me. It seemed as if we were getting deeper and ever more deeply into something from which we would never be able to get away. That night, it was Saturday, Jim and I went out for a walk. It was a particularly dark night. The moon was obscured by clouds, and as we walked along, I could hear the chirping of many crickets, and occasionally a bullfrog's hoarse voice raised in protest.
Arnold, this thing has me worried.
In what way, Jim?
This whole thing. Last Sunday night and today when we stopped by the tree. And then what Mrs. Bennett told us.
I've been thinking about it, too.
Well, that's strange.
What?
The crickets have suddenly stopped. It's too quiet.
Jim,
it came from over there. We better take a look.
Yeah. It's too quiet, just as you said.
There must be something terribly wrong up here.
I hope nothing...
Arnold,
huh?
Look. Hanging from that tree, swinging back and forth. It's a man.
What are we going to do?
We better cut him down.
No. We better call the authorities first.
I guess you're right. Come on, Mrs. Bennett's got a phone. If we hurry, we may be able to get out a great deal of help to the authorities.
Jim, did you notice how high that branch was?
I saw it.
Yes? Why, Mr. Stanley, it's you.
Mrs. Bennett, may we use your phone?
Well, I suppose so. Come in.
Thanks.
Thank you.
But it's in the other room.
Thanks.
What's the matter, Mr. Slade? It looks like something's happened to upset you two.
Well, it has. It certainly has.
Constable? Why, what's happened?
We were out for a walk.
Yes?
We heard a scream.
I think you'd better
We
get out
ran to
here
where
right away.
the scream had
We
come
found a
from,
dead
and
man hanging from a
we
tree.
found a man hanging from a tree.
That's right, hanging. Yes, we'll stay here at Mrs. Bennett's. Yeah, thanks.
Oh, what you're telling me the truth, young man?
That's the truth, ma'am.
Mr. Stanley, is what Mr. Slade told me the truth?
I'm afraid it is.
Oh, then no one is safe around here. I wonder who it was.
What difference does that make, Mrs. Bennett? A man's been murdered.
It makes a lot of difference, Mr. Slade. If it was Bill Roberts, then it was just like the other two. I saw him just the other day, and he said someone was playing a joke on him, that he'd been sent a little piece of rope shaped in the form of a noose.
You are listening to the tale of The Hangman's Rope on this week's journey down the corridors of the Hall of Fantasy. We'll return to our story in just a moment. And now, back to our story, entitled The Hangman's Rope.
A little piece of rope. Both Jim and I stared at each other for a moment. It might be coincidence. We knew that, but it was difficult trying to make ourselves believe that. About half an hour later, the constable arrived.
You two found him, that right, Mr. Stanley?
That's right.
We were out taking a walk. We heard a scream, and then we found him.
Can't make heads nor tails out of this. 3 of them. 3 deaths in 2 weeks, all the same way. They all received a little piece of rope just before they died.
A little piece of rope.
Yeah, that's right. I say all 3. I ain't seen the body yet, but I have a pretty good idea who it is, Bill Roberts.
It's enough to make a person afraid of the dark, Constable.
Yeah, ain't it? Well, I want you two to take me to him.
I'll go, too.
No, you stay here. You stay off the phone.
Oh.
I don't want the rest of the people to hear anything about this, at least for the time being. Things are bad enough as it is. All right, come on, let's go. Now, remember what I said, Mrs. Bennett.
Don't you worry none, Constable.
I hope that woman stays off the phone. The whole county will be in an uproar if she doesn't.
Do you, have any idea who's behind these deaths?
No, I haven't.
Funny thing, he was up so high. I don't see how he could have gotten up there by himself.
I only wish I had something to work on. Well, we'll see if he's just like the others in a little while. How far away was he?
There he is, Constable.
I want to get a look at his face. Yeah. I was afraid of that.
Who is it?
Bill Roberts.
But how did he get up there?
The branch is 20 feet off the ground. It would take an acrobat to climb that tree. Bill wasn't any acrobat.
Well, how did he get up there?
I don't know. 3 people received pieces of rope, and then a couple of weeks later, we find him hanging from a tree. You tell me the answer.
We cut him down, but it took almost an hour to get up on that branch to do it. We put him in the constable's car and drove him back to town. Before he left, we told him that we too had received the little gift, the noose of rope, which had been in 3 instances the forerunner of death. When we got back to the cottage, we had a bite to eat, and seeing as we weren't in the mood to sleep, we sat down to read. I picked up a little book I hadn't seen before and read it from cover to cover. It held an eerie fascination, and I wasn't able to put it down till the last page had been turned, the last word read. Jim? Where did you get this book?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen it before. Why?
It looks like a first edition of 200 years ago.
Let me see it.
Here.
A short history concerning the mysterious reappearance of Jack Ketch, the hangman who served as executioner for 23 years. I've never seen this book before.
Well, then how did it get here?
I don't know. Jack Ketch. Say, he was the hangman in England who took too much pleasure in his work, isn't that right?
I think so.
How much of this did you read?
All of it. It's not very long.
And
this is what I got out of it. Before he died, the book says he had made some kind of a pact with an evil power. It seems they actually do have a written copy of that agreement somewhere in England. And there's his signature, and an illegible scrawl that no one has ever been able to decipher. The pact promises life after death for him in exchange for certain services. Then the book says that year after year some rather mysterious deaths have occurred. They find the victims hanging from the branch of a tree almost impossible to climb. And the book also says that each of the murdered people received a little piece of rope before their deaths, identical to the ones Jack Ketch used as executioner. That is the warning of death to follow.
But that's impossible. The man's been dead for over 250 years.
That's right, he's dead. But the rest of the story, it's exactly the same thing that's happening to us. 2 days later, in late evening, the rest of the story unfolded. Jim had gone down to the store to pick up some cigarettes. I'd been down to the shore doing a little fly casting and had started back up to the cottage. I was surprised at how quickly night had fallen. I wished that I'd brought along a flashlight. From somewhere across the lake, I heard the cry of a dog, and the sound of it filtered through and was carried along by the night air. For some reason, I became unaccountably nervous. I stopped walking. I felt someone was watching me. Then from the darkness of the trees, a man emerged.
Here now. Where be you going?
Well, back up to my cottage. I was doing some fly casting till night came.
Any luck?
No. I'd better be going.
No need to hurry you. Why? Nice out here, ain't it?
I suppose so.
Strange thing, you know. The little creatures, they stopped.
Little creatures?
That's right, Governor. Crickets and the frogs. They stopped talking.
Yes, they have.
You frightened me, Governor?
Of course not. What are you laughing at?
You wouldn't understand it, Governor.
Is that you down there, Mr. Slade?
Oh, yes, Mrs. Bennett.
Do you mind if I join you?
No, of course not.
Ah, good.
I'd better be going, eh, Governor? I'll see you another time.
Who are you talking to?
I don't know. He just stepped out of the darkness, and there he was.
Well, I guess he's going now.
Yes, I guess he is.
Where's Mr. Stanley?
He went down to pick up some cigarettes. He should be back soon.
Oh, well, the constable told me to tell you that he'd be out tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Would you mind walking me back to my place, Mr. Slade? It's rather frightening out here when it's this dark.
I'll be glad to.
That man you were talking to, what did he look like?
Well, I don't know. I couldn't see his face. He had an accent. It sounded like he might have come from London.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
I can't understand it. The crickets and frogs, they've been starting and stopping all night. They must be afraid of something.
Every time they stop...
What'd you say?
Every time they stop, something happens.
Arnold, where are you?
I'm walking Mrs. Bennett back to her cottage. Anything wrong?
No, I got back from the store and I was wondering where you were. It's just that I have a strange feeling that something is going to happen.
Let's go up to our place, Mrs. Bennett. Maybe the constable will want to see you, too.
That's a good idea. Land's sakes, Mr. Slade. The strangest things have been happening out here lately.
Arnold!
We'll be right there, Jim.
Well, there's someone up here now. I thought I went...
Jim!
Something's wrong, Mr. Slade.
I don't know. Jim! What's the matter? Answer me!
Mr. Slade, look! Oh, hanging from that tree. It's Mr. Stanley.
There is a legend, you know. A tale about the hangman. For 23 years, the executioner for the crown. Jack Ketch was his name, Governor. Jack Ketch.
So runs tonight's tale of the unusual, the terrifying, the unknown. Join us again when next we journey down the corridors of the Hall of Fantasy to hear another strange tale of the supernatural. All characters and events portrayed in these programs are fictional, and any similarity to actual events or persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental. And now, the Hall of Fantasy. Welcome to the Hall of Fantasy. Welcome to the series of radio dramas dedicated to the supernatural, the unusual, and the unknown. Come with me, my friends. We shall descend to the world of the unknown and forbidden, down to the depths where the veil of time is lifted, and the supernatural reigns as king. Come with me and listen to the tale of the Cask of Amontillado.
Fools and cowards, Montracer. Fools and cowards. What I say about your ancestors is true, Montracer. Every last word of it.
That fat, dull-witted fool, Fortunato. That he should dare to insult the names of my ancestors. For that I swear, Fortunato shall die.
In just a moment, the Hall of Fantasy will present the Cask of Amontillado. And now for our story. Adapted for radio by Richard Thorne, entitled The Cask of Amontillado.
As my story begins, it was carnival time in Venice, a time of feasting and merrymaking. Fortunato and I had been celebrating with all the rest. Perhaps we'd indulged our taste for wine too greatly that day, but that was when it began. The day was almost spent, and we were standing in front of my house watching the crowd.
Yes, my friend. The carnival has been a great success.
True, Fortunato. Did you know that it was one of my ancestors who made the plans for the carnival over 4 generations ago?
What? Oh, come now, Montracer. You're not serious.
It's no joke, Fortunato. It's in the records of the family for any who wish to see.
I cannot believe you.
He was one of the foremost swordsmen of his age. In fact, all the male members of the family were renowned for their ability with the foil.
Even you, Montracer?
Yes, my friend, even Montracer.
With those spindly legs, you a swordsman?
Take care, Fortunato.
What? You dare threaten me? How do you like it, Montracer? How do you like the point of my rapier at your throat?
Fortunato, please.
And you fancy yourself a great swordsman. It's so funny, Montracer, to look at you all white in the face, so frightened, so brave. I do not know about your ancestors, Montracer, but you certainly have made this carnival the funniest in a long time. A great swordsman. I bid you a brave farewell, Montracer.
It was then that I began to hate Fortunato. He turned and disappeared into the crowd. Though he was gone, the echoes of his fat, laughing face remained in my brain.
A great swordsman.
I went into the house and thought to see no more of him that night. Little by little, the remaining hours of the carnival wasted away until finally I heard the great bell striking midnight, marking the end of the celebration. I sat in the library reading, but the printed words refused to be silent and rearranged themselves into a likeness of Fortunato's face.
So brave, Montracer. So brave.
My mind was playing tricks on me. That I knew. But of a sudden, a shadow fell across the pages.
Hey, Montracer.
Fortunato, how did you get in?
Don't be alarmed, my good Montracer. One of your servants was so kind as to allow me entrance.
What do you want?
Oh, come now, Montracer. You wouldn't refuse a good friend the hospitality of your house, would you?
I forgot. It's past midnight. The wine shops are closed.
Yes, quite true, Montracer. So I came to you.
May I offer you some wine?
Well, I hope you would.
Yes, I imagine you did. Here, Fortunato.
Many thanks, Montresa. There's nothing like fine wine. That's why I like you so much, Montresa.
Why?
Well, no matter what you are, your wine cellar is filled with the finest of wine.
Thank you for your compliment, Fortunato.
But there's one wine you do not have.
That is?
Amontillado. Someday I hope that you will procure some Amontillado.
Amontillado is the rarest wine in all of Italy, Fortunato.
But for your friend Fortunato, you might perhaps get some?
We shall see, my friend. Now you were about to leave?
Yes, Montresa, I shall leave. But before I do, pour me another glass of wine. I drink to the great swordsman in your family. You needn't lie to me about your family, Montresa. I know them for what they are.
And that was?
Fools and cowards, Montresa, all of them.
What you say of my ancestors should be well tempered with thought, Fortunato.
Oh, it was, Montresa, it was.
Fortunato, if you... No matter. You're drunk. You're not responsible for what you say.
Drunk? I never drink enough to muddle my brain, Montresa. I mean what I say.
Just the same. I'll excuse you this time.
Why, excuse me. What I have said is the truth.
I think perhaps you'd better leave.
Yes, my friend, I shall leave. But before I do, however, may I ask if you're going to the party tomorrow night?
Yes, I am. Why?
Merely asking. Of course, Rosita will be there.
Yes, I know.
Lovely girl, Rosita.
Yes, I know.
I shall be going.
Do. I shall accompany you to the door.
No need, my friend. I'm steady enough to make it myself. I'll see you tomorrow night, Montresa.
Yes, tomorrow night.
Oh, and what I said about your ancestors still holds true, Montresa. Oh, and Montresa, don't forget the Amontillado.
I decided to let the insult pass this time. But if it occurred again, I would settle the score with Fortunato. The next night, I was with Rosita at the ball.
It's a lovely party, Montresa.
Yes, Rosita, and with you here, it's all the lovelier.
You flatter me.
It is deserved. Rosita.
Yes?
I've been observing you closely of late, Rosita.
Indeed.
Yes.
And do you find me pleasing?
Well, you know I do. I was wondering...
Oh, well, here you are, Montresa. Out in the balcony. You thought you'd lost me, huh? Well, listen, it'll take much more than you to outwit me, Montresa.
I wondered where you were, Fortunato.
Oh, indeed, Rosita? Well, of course I do not doubt it. Montresa is such a terrible boor. I do not make excuses, my friend. The whole family were boors, and therefore you cannot help it. Can you, Rosita?
True that I...
Forgive me for bothering you, Rosita.
I have come looking for you in the hope that I may have the next dance, Rosita.
But I promised to...
Don't let me worry you, Rosita. Dance with Fortunato.
Are you sure you don't mind?
Only too sure.
Montresa doesn't mind. How could such a dolt as he mind anything? Shall we go, my dear? Goodbye, Montresa. Enjoy yourself.
Never did I think he would go so far as to insult me before Rosita. To deliberately interfere between Rosita and myself. I knew then that Fortunato would pay for his insults, for I hated him more than anyone else on earth. It was then I swore that Fortunato would die.
Back now to our story, adapted especially for radio by Richard Thorne, entitled The Cask of Amontillado.
I determined then to even the score, to revenge the desecration of my name, of my family honor, and immediately into my brain flooded a host of ideas to destroy him. What were his weak points? How could I catch him at a disadvantage? If only I could lure him down into the catacombs beneath my house. Few people knew of the vast subterranean caverns that lay beneath the house. But how to get them there? Let me see. Something he said might give me a clue. Something he said.
Fools and cowards, Montresa. Fools and cowards.
No, not that. Something else.
And what I said about your ancestors still holds true, Montresa. And Montresa, don't forget the Amontillado.
The Amontillado. The Amontillado.
Don't forget the Amontillado. Don't forget the Amontillado.
Yes, that was it. The Amontillado. The Cask of Amontillado. Fine drinker, was he? A
connoisseur of fine wines, eh? That was it. That was the way to accomplish my revenge. Amontillado, the rarest wine in all of Italy. Fortunato would die for a glass of Amontillado. Yes. Fortunato would die for a glass of Amontillado. Accordingly, a few days later, I sent him a message saying I would like to meet him at his favorite place of entertainment with wine merchants, and of course, I waited anxiously for his answer. Yes?
A message for you, Signor Montresor.
From whom?
Signor Fortunato bade me give it to you.
Thank you. Good. Thank you for your tidings, lad. Here's something for your trouble.
Oh, thank you, Signor Montresor.
Fortunato had agreed to meet me on the morrow. My nerves were tense and the time moved so slowly. I sat by the hourglass the entire night and part of the next day watching the grains of sand mark off the time. Finally, when I knew I could bear to wait no longer, the time arrived.
Ah, Signor Montresor.
Oh, good day, Ferroni.
I was just leaving. Signor Fortunato was over by the window. Confidentially, Montresor, I'm glad you're here. When he's had too much to drink, he's a destructive man.
Well, I shall take care of him, Ferroni.
Thank you, Signor Montresor. While I'm gone, and if you want something, just call my wife. She's in the rear.
Thank you, Ferroni.
Good day, Signor Montresor. So you come in, Montresor. Come and join me.
I'm quite glad you could meet me today, Fortunato. I hope I didn't inconvenience you by asking you to meet me here.
Absolutely not, Montresor. If you had, I wouldn't be here.
What are you drinking?
Sherry. Will you have a glass?
Yes, you can pour me a glass of sherry.
Well, I assure you, my friend, it's the very best. There you are. Excuse me, Montresor. I have a cold.
You should take better care of yourself, Fortunato.
It will pass. Well, then, tell me, what did you wish to see me about?
Perhaps I'd better not mention it.
Oh, come, Montresor. Don't tell me you wanted to see me for nothing.
Well, I wanted your advice on something.
Oh, what?
You see, I've procured a cask of what is supposed to be Amontillado.
Amontillado? Where, when, from whom?
That I cannot tell you, but you see, I have my doubts about it.
A cask of Amontillado? A whole cask? It sounds impossible.
I agree with you, my friend. It does sound impossible. Perhaps I was foolish to pay the full Amontillado price without consulting you in the matter. But you were not to be found, and I was fearful of losing a bargain.
No, I can't get over it. Amontillado.
I have my doubts, for
Amontillado.
And I must satisfy them.
Amontillado.
I had contended to consult Lucchese. If anyone should know, it should be he. He will tell you.
Lucchese is a fool. But he cannot tell Amontillado from the common sherry.
And yet some people say his taste is a match for your own.
They lie.
Well, that is a matter of opinion.
Well, they lie, I tell you. Lucchese is an imposter.
I think I'd better be going.
I'm going with you.
My friend, no. I will not impose upon your good nature.
You will not go to Lucchese. Montresor, are you insulting me?
Why, no, Fortunato. I merely thought...
I care not for what you think. I will go with you.
It is really your cold that I worry about, Fortunato. It is damp in the cellars. Very damp and very cold.
It matters not to me. This cold is a mere nothing. But Amontillado... I must know if you've been swindled. Oh, and Montresor.
Yes?
Forget about Lucchese. He knows nothing about fine wines.
As you say, my friend. Shall we go? When we reached the house, there were no attendants present. I'd made sure that we'd be entirely alone. Before we go downstairs, my friend, let us fortify ourselves against the cold and dampness with some wine. The catacombs will undoubtedly make your cold much worse.
A capital idea, Montresor. A little sherry, if you please. Not too much, but not too little either.
Have no fears, Fortunato, my friend. It'll be just right.
Yes. Let me have it. This makes me feel better. Much better.
Have another glass, Fortunato.
No.
Please.
Well, on second thought, Montresor, yes, I will have another glass.
I thought so. Here you are, Fortunato.
Many thanks, Montresor.
Drink heartily.
Who knows? You may not be alive tomorrow to enjoy it.
Yes, Montresa, how right you are. What a sense of humor you have. But I intend to be alive tomorrow. But then who can tell, huh?
Yes. Who can tell?
Back now to our story, adapted especially for radio by Richard Thorne, entitled The Cask of Amontillado.
We finished the wine and sat talking for a few minutes. Then, seeing his eagerness was at its height, I led him to the archway that led down into the vaults. We passed down a long and winding stairway. At length, we came to the foot of the descent and stood together on the damp ground of the catacombs of the Montresos. Here we are, Fortunato, in the catacombs of the Montresos.
Yes, but the Cask of Amontillado, where is it?
It is farther on, Fortunato.
The walls of this place are so dirty. I hate to be caught down here.
How long have you had that cough?
It's nothing. Let us proceed.
No, we'll go back. Your health is precious. You'll be ill, and I'll be responsible. We might even become lost. Besides, there's always occasion.
Enough. The cough is nothing. I shall not die of a cough.
True, Fortunato. You will not die of a cough. I had no intention of alarming you unnecessarily, Fortunato, but you should use the proper caution. And there's a bottle of wine on the rack here. Just have some to make you forget the dismalness of this place.
Yes, by all means. It's so damp and cold down here.
Sorry, I have no glass to offer you.
No, don't stand on ceremony, Montresa. Here, let me have the bottle.
Here.
This is the family crypt, is it not?
Yes, this is the crypt of the Montresos, an ancient and honorable family.
Well then, I drink to the buried that repose around us.
And I drink to your long life.
Yes, that's a good toast. In my long life. You know what, Tracer? These vaults are extensive. What would happen if we were to be lost down here?
I will not be lost, Fortunato.
Still, perhaps we should go back.
And leave the Amontillado?
Well, we could return another time.
You're afraid I can always get vacation?
No. Let us proceed to the Amontillado. After all, we shall only be here for a little while.
If you insist, Fortunato. If you insist. Coughing grew worse, but I said nothing. I could see that he was not quite so enthusiastic about finding the Amontillado. We passed through a range of low arches, descended, passed on, and descending again, arrived at a deep crypt.
Hey, Montresa. Where is the Amontillado?
The Amontillado? Oh, yes, in the crypt, Fortunato.
I can't. Where?
In that low crypt ahead of you.
Why, it's just tall enough for a man of my size.
Yes, isn't it?
But, I do not see the Cask of Amontillado.
Oh, but you will, Fortunato, you will. You wouldn't want to turn back now, would you? A man of your courage.
I will not have it said that Fortunato is a coward. Now then, just where is the Amontillado, Montresa?
Lift your torch a little higher, Fortunato. You'll see it.
Where?
Just inside this niche, Fortunato. Just inside.
Why did you...
Why did I hide it here? You forget Amontillado is the rarest wine in all of Italy, Fortunato.
Yes, you're wise, Montresa.
Now, Fortunato, herein lies the Amontillado. As for Ducati...
Yes, Amontillado. The whole cask of Amontillado.
Yes, go in. Get to the Amontillado, Fortunato.
The Amontillado. This rock is in the way.
Put your hands up high and push, Fortunato. No, higher. That's it.
Just what? What are you doing?
Just shaking you, Fortunato.
But Montresa, the Amontillado.
Now, Fortunato, dance. Dance with Rosita. You should have seen the look of terror on his round face. He could barely move. The crypt was just the right size for him. Just the right size for him to die in. Then I began to work. I began rolling up the entrance to the niche in which Fortunato was chained.
Montresa, what are you doing?
Even a dolt can understand what I'm doing, Fortunato. Even a dolt such as Montresa.
Please, Montresa.
don't wall me up in here. I didn't mean the things I said. Please, I promise I shall leave Rosita alone.
Yes, Fortunato, you will leave Rosita alone.
Have mercy, Montresa. I'm sorry for what I said.
It's too late, Fortunato. Too late to make excuses.
I had barely finished with the first tier of masonry when I discovered that the effect of the wine had worn off Fortunato. He began shaking his chains in an effort to throw them off.
I'll get loose, Montresa. I'll throw these chains off without fear.
Do you know so to take those chains? They're strong, Fortunato. I made sure of that.
Montresa, look, I'll give you anything you want. Rosita, money 1,000 lira. Anything at all. Anything.
No, Fortunato, I find this payment enough.
Montresa, please. Please have pity on me.
Pity, Fortunato? You ask for pity? I have no pity for you.
For the love of heaven, Montresa!
His head was twisted over his shoulder, watching me as I piled brick upon brick. With each stone I put into position, his eyes took on a look of increasing terror and torture. He made little sounds in his throat. I continued my work. I had finished laying the 7th tier of rocks before I paused to rest. The wall was almost upon a level with my chest.
Help me, someone! Help me! Montesa's mad. Montesa's trying to kill me! Help me! Anyone know?
You may shout all you wish. No one can hear you.
Someone will know that you took me. But they'll find me even if I'm dead. And you'll be punished.
Few people know of these catacombs, Fortunato, and those who do are my friends.
Yes. This is a very good joke indeed, Montresa. Who would have thought that you had such a sense of humor? But don't you think your little joke has gone far enough? We will have many a laugh over it as we drink our wine, eh?
I will have many a laugh over it, Fortunato. I don't think you'll be able to laugh.
Montresa, you can't be in earnest.
So much in earnest that you'll die for it, Fortunato.
Please, Montresa, please, Montresa!
He began to scream. But then, after a while, he was silent. His eyes watched every move I made. With a great deal of effort, I raised the last stone and shoved it into position. I waited for a few minutes and then called to him. Fortunato? Fortunato. Dear me, where is Fortunato? I look about me. So dark down here. So depressive. So cold and damp. I must remember to stay away from here. I might catch Fortunato's cold.
So runs tonight's tale of the unusual, the terrifying, the unknown. Join us again when next we journey down the corridors of the Hall of Fantasy to hear another strange tale of the supernatural. All characters and events portrayed in these programs are fictional, and any similarity to actual events or persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental.